game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take. Two plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Leads it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The short hands. It's Washington. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Direct snap. It's Simon. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Just keeps moving. Touchdown, Texas. He would not be denied. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
He's going for it all. And it's caught inside the 30. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this first quarter after that fantastic play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Lockett. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a hit. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved. And I'm on
trying to burn this defensive back. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
first down. You know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm good at it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? Smashes through the tackle. Takes it out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4-yard line, and what a play on that one. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The sure hands, it's Lockett. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to fire on second down. The quick out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Catch and stride inside the 15. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. Wheels it in on the left side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Might be calling a hot route. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much.
Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. Pumps it downfield. It's caught downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Simon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Holmes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
That's caught. It's Harris. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Washington coming to the line with another first down. The play action fake. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And he's got it inside the 25.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Williams looking for a man. Floating away. He'll take a shot. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Rush is on him. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right.
Touchdown, Washington. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone, it's fouled. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sending the offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Under fire. Still looking, on the move. And the quarterback brought up to the edge, sacked at the 12.
Man, this is exactly what you need to see from this defense to start the second half. You're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick catch on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the game will pay it off.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Bringing the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder. And
He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. From the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. 3rd down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're going to run it. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Washington wants to go quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
To the air, it's Ncaa, looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right on target this time. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.